ECAT's production of OA Sports are provided by Morse Insurance, Weinstein & Keach, we sell real estate, Michael Associates, Ltd., the Easton Lions Club. ECAT would like to thank all the sponsors for support of producing OA Sports.
Welcome to Muscato Stadium for today's Oliver Ames boys football against Sharon High School. First time being home for the Oliver Ames Tigers in a while. Good to see a lot of the alumni on the field. Beautiful day here at Muscato Stadium. This will be the last game of the season for the Oliver Ames Tigers. Growing pains from last season. More of a heavily senior-laden squad compared to previous years in the past. So this is truly a rebuilding year, but Coach Barraza has had the foundation to build a solid team moving forward in the future, and look forward to watching these kids grow. And we're going to play the national anthem. Oliver Ames is led by Captain Jacob Melton and Demetrius Kalamilis. At quarterback for Oliver Ames is going to be Luke Fernald, who's had a great season this year. I think he's thrown over 10 touchdowns. It looks like Oliver Ames will be kicking off to start the game today. Luke's got a strong arm, good mobile quarterback, has a good cannon. Really found Jacob Melton throughout the season has been a key for this Oliver Ames Tigers offense. In the backfield, you have Ryan Loring, Aiden Dale. Also in the receiver corps, you have Ben Walter, Deshaun Walker to lead the way for Oliver Ames. As you said, last game of the season for Oliver Ames Tigers, looking to build on something for next year. The youth program for Oliver Ames has been fantastic over the past couple of years, and hopefully they can build upon that. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Oliver Ames starting with good field position to start. It looks like Oliver Ames is going to elect to have them kick again. Lined up to receive, you have Ryan Loring, number 2, and Deshaun Walker, number 11 for Oliver Ames. And what to expect today from Oliver Ames Tigers is a lot of solid ground attack, but they likes to get the ball to their receivers, Jacob Melton and Deshaun Walker. Said Melton's had a great season, great speed, good hands. Here's the kick, short kick, pulled down by number 9. Brody Luke makes a cut, gets up to the 50. 50 looks like he might have stepped out of bounds around the 43-yard line. Brody Luke, sophomore, son of Mark Luke, for Oliver Ames Hall of Famer. Good to see him get some action.
It'll be Tiger ball on their own from 47-yard line.
And Olive Ames coming out, typical shotgun formation with Luke Fernald in the backfield, quarterback. You get spread on the side, Aiden Dale, Ryan Loring, Jacob Melton, Deshaun Walker. Here comes the first throw, throws it up to Brady Garrett on the left-hand side, just a little too much, and we have a little contact, might have some pass interference early. Didn't look like there was much contact there, but the ref was right on top of it, and looks like we're going to have pass interference on number 3, Xavier Cardoza for Sharon High School. It'll be first down for Oliver Ames. Loring in the backfield with Luke Fernald, shotgun. A hand up, not much gain to Aiden Dale. Tackled by a host of Sharon High School football players.
2 yards off on the play.
Good penetration from the Sharon High defensive line. Lined up in the same formation with Fernald in the back with Dale behind him. Takes a 2-step drop. Looking up top to number 2, Ryan Loring, just a little too much, and it's going to bring a 3rd and long for Oliver Ames.
Ryan Loring. That'll bring up 3rd down.
That's been the secret for Oliver Ames all season, to get the ball in the hands of the playmakers. As we said, it's going to be Ryan Loring, Jacob Melton, and Deshaun Walker. And they're back in the shotgun formation again. Looked like a little hesitation. Looks like Fernald's going to try to take it himself. I don't know if there was a miscommunication on that play, but didn't seem like the offensive line even moved too much. Fernald has a slight gain. It's going to bring 4th and long for Oliver Ames.
That'll bring up 4th down.
You have Brady Garrett and Jacob Melton up top by themselves. Down below you have Jack Giovanello and Dale in the backfield. Loring as a slot receiver. Fernald takes it from the shotgun formation again. Drops, cuts it, gets it over to Loring. Loring gets a nice pass, gets 6-7 yards, but not enough for a first down. It's going to be Sharon High School ball. Good throw into the slot, just couldn't get enough yards to get that first down. Like to see more passes like that from Oliver Ames throughout the season. Throughout this game. Short passes to the playmakers, see if they can make a move. They should be able to move the ball on Sharon. Sharon's let up probably around 28 points per game. So it'll be interesting to see if they can continue that offensive onslaught onto Sharon High. Brady Schufane in the back, handed off, tackled by a host of Oliver Ames Tigers. Up front for Oliver Ames, you have Evan Zamilo.
3 are in the play. That'll bring up 2nd down.
In the backfield, you also have Roman Hulbrick, Mark Dukovich, and Sharon's back in the shotgun formation. Schufane lining up. Send Seaman in motion, hand off back to the running back, makes a nice cut, takes it up. Looks like he's going to have a first down.
That's good for Eagles. First down.
Nice cut, made Oliver Ames tackle miss, and was able to take it for the first down. I think that's what you're going to see a lot of this game, is Sharon really running the ball. They don't have too much throughout in the air, so it'll be interesting to see if Oliver Ames is going to stack the lineup against this Sharon High football team. And Schufane back out of the shotgun formation. With him is Braden Salkin. In motion, number 1 comes flying across Seaman, takes it for a slight gain, maybe 1 yard if he's lucky.
Just a Seaman on the carry. 2-yard gain on the play. That'll bring up second down.
That's second down and long. Substitution for Oliver Ames, number 68 coming out, Jason Buzzle. Coming in for Oliver Ames is Tyrese Buggs. Defensively, Oliver Ames led by Captain Demetrius Karamilis and Aiden Ayup. Cornerbacks are Deshaun Walker. Here comes number 1 in motion. Shufane takes it, gives a nice shuffle pass. 1 takes it up, takes 5, 6-yard gain. That's going to bring 3rd and 3 for Sharon.
That'll bring up third down.
A nice shuffle pass. Sharon was in motion. Brings a 3rd and short. Wouldn't be surprised if you see the ball going to Salkin or Seaman here in a short carry. You got 3 out, 3 trips to the right. Shelfrain in the backfield by himself, along with Seaman. Here's a handoff tackle behind the line of scrimmage by number 44 for Oliver Ames, Aiden Ayup.
Stuff behind the line by Aiden Ayup.
Looks like Salkin went down, might have twisted his knee. Ayup came flying through the middle and made a big tackle. It looks like maybe Salkin might have twisted his knee on that play. The Tigers are led, like as I said, by Ayup. Fast, strong defender along with Karamilis. They've really been the backbone for the Oliver Ames Tigers defense this season. Linebackers have been really kind of leaned upon to cause a lot of the make the defensive calls and to try to keep the momentum in the pressure on the offense. Both players can go sideline to sideline. Good, strong runners, strong tacklers. Karamilis is a senior. Ayup's a junior, along with Aiden Dale. So it'll be interesting to see if Oliver Ames can build them that next year. As I said, their system, 7th, 8th grade is coming up. 8th grade is coming up. Actually went to the state finals against Natick, ended up losing, but a strong team coming up. So the foundation is really strong for Oliver Ames, along with some of the freshmen that are in this program also. It looks like Salkin is getting up and limping off a little bit. As he said, Ayup came in pretty fast and kind of just caught him awkwardly, and he might have just twisted his knee. One thing we could say today, it's a beautiful day for Thanksgiving. A lot of the moms, dads out there making turkey and family coming over. It's a great day. Enjoy the family. So if you have a chance, come out, check out Oliver Ames Tigers this morning, and then maybe go back and watch a little football and have some turkey with the family. We get a timeout from Sharon Eagles.
Sharon.
Uncharacteristic timeout after a long delay, but this is a big 3rd down for Sharon Eagles. Let's see what they're able to drum up. Like I said, Coach Barraza has done a good job with this young team this year. You know, if you look right now, the 3 teams in the Super Bowl, there's 3 teams from the Hockomock. You have King Phillips, North Attleboro, and Foxborough. And these are all teams that Oliver Ames played this year. So the Hockomock in all sports is just not an easy division. And you can see that throughout the years of who they put in the Super Bowl, for soccer, for basketball. They're just a perennial power. Shoefanes in the shotgun formation. 3rd and long. Drops, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right-hand side, takes it over the middle. No one's home. Was looking for number 6, Ian Ford. Couldn't find him. That's going to bring a 4th down for Sharon Eagles. Good defensive pressure from the Oliver Ames Tigers, making Shufflane roll out to his right.
Eagles will turn over on downs. It'll be Oliver Ames ball.
And I apologize. That was 4th down. I thought that was 3rd down. Oliver Ames will be taking over where they started the game, around the 47, 48-yard line. Fernald in the shotgun formation. Short, quick pass over to Melton. Makes him that cut. Looks like he fumbled, dropped the ball, and he was able to pick it back up. But we have a flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Flag was around the line of scrimmage, as usually there's a holding. We'll just wait to see what the call is going to be. Illegal man downfield. Oliver Ames is going to be a 5-yard penalty. Well, that's what you're going to see from Oliver Ames, I think. You know, hopefully start seeing some of these short passes, get them into the playmakers' hands. Loring, Melton, Walker, Garrett. Try to get them in space and see what they can do one-on-one. As you can see in that last run, Melton's got some great speed, so if you can get him the ball, he can really do a lot with that with the football once he receives it. Fernald in the shotgun formation. Short drop, throws it up, looking for number 2. Nice pass, gets it off to Ryan Loring. Loring takes it in, and that's going to be a touchdown for Oliver Ames. Luke Fernald to Ryan Loring for a 48-yard touchdown pass. Great timing throw from Luke Fernald. Took maybe a 4-step drop, looked it up, and saw Loring one-on-one. Loring able to separate. Great pass by Fernald again, and it's a touchdown for Oliver Ames. And that's what you're going to see. Get their playmakers in open space and try to get them the ball to see what they can do. Loring has great speed, great hands, and Fernald put a perfect pass up there. And Oliver Ames, just like that, is up 6-0. Here's the extra point. It's low, and it's good.
The point is good.
Extra point by Eduardo Fernandez, sophomore.
The score, your Tigers 7, Sharon 0.
Yeah, that's a great job by Speraza again. Like you said, he's looking for certain plays to try to get in the ball. Oliver Ames obviously has an advantage in the wide receiving corps in terms of speed and size. Between Garrett and Walker, you have 2 receivers that are over 6 feet that can really get separation and get up when the ball's thrown to them. And then you have Loring and Melton, 2 fast receivers that have great hands and great in space. So Sharon's going to have their work cut out for him today against this tough Oliver Ames Tigers team. And if you give Luke Fernald enough time, he will pick you apart. That's been the big thing with Oliver Ames in the past. It's just not getting enough time to get the plays in there and get them set up properly. But, you know, as I said earlier, you know, you're going up against 3 teams that have been in the Super Bowl. You know, Foxborough. You're also playing Mansfield, who could always be there. North Attleboro, KP, Canton. All these teams have been perennial powers in the Massachusetts Football League. So when they do play Oliver Ames, it's just tough. Like you said, the biggest weakness sometimes is the time in which the QB gets to throw. And if we can solve that problem, that just takes time. You know, Oliver Ames with Coach Peraza has a bright future. And this team is bought in. Sharon starting from the 20-yard line. Shafrain in the shotgun formation. Drop tackle behind the line of scrimmage by number 5, Evan Zamilo. Sharon Eagles going from left to right in the white uniform.
Second down.
Brings down a second along. Sharon lining up. Shufane in the shotgun formation again. He's got on the wideout Tom Swafford, number 1 Joseph Seaman, and the big tight end Mike Shavitz. And it looks like we might have had a false start on Sharon Eagles. Looks like number 14 Herman Cherry took off a little early. Big nose tackle Jason Buzzle coming off. Coming in for Oliver Ames is number 54, Tyrese Buggs. Like I said up front, you're going to have Evan Zamilo and Aiden Dale along with Ayup. In the backfield, you're going to have number 7, Demetrius Karamilis, that's playing the safety position, along with Ben Walter. Shufane drops, looks over the middle, trying to get number 1. Gets it to him. Nice throw over the middle, and that's a big gain for Sharon Eagles. Joseph Seaman with a nice cut over the middle and was able to break away the defender. He takes it up to around the 45-yard line, 43-yard line. That was a great throw by Shufane.
That's good for Eagles. First down.
And that's a second first down for the Sharon Eagles. Shufane had some time, let the play set up, found a streaking Joseph Seaman in the middle of the field, 5'9", sophomore for Oliver Ames, junior, excuse me, and was able to get him in stride for a big gain. Shufane shot under the center. Drops, hands it off. Runs by number 6, Ian Ford, and we got some laundry on the field.
Flag in the play.
Looks like we have holding on the Sharon Eagles. That's going to come back. And those penalties kill you. 10-yard penalty after that big, long gain from Shufane to Seaman. And now it's going to be first down and 20 for the Sharon Eagles.
First and 20 for the Eagles.
Well, you saw Shufane's got a strong arm. His goal is to try to get it to Joseph Seaman on the outside, along with Ian Ford or Brady Salkin. Shufane in the shotgun formation. Along in the backfield with him is Ian Ford. Shufane drops, trying to find Seaman in the middle. Found him, got it up. There he goes, down to the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Sharon Eagles. Brady Shufane to Joseph Seaman for a 55-yard touchdown. And just like that, we have a shootout on Thanksgiving Day. Shufane obviously has a big arm, had some time, lofted up, got Seaman one-on-one, who's got great speed on the outside, 5'9", 150 pounds, and he hit him in stride again, and just like that, it is 7-6 Oliver Ames Tigers. And we got Sharon going for the 2-point conversion. Shufane lined up. He's got in the backfield Ian Ford. Takes a drop, fake handoff, tries to get it one-on-one, gets it up, and it goes to Herman Cherry for a 2-point conversion, and the Sharon Eagles have an 8-7 lead. That's a great way to answer for the Sharon Eagles. Came back with 2 big plays, both going to Seaman. And just like that, it's 8-7, the Sharon Eagles. Well, this is what you want to see on Thanksgiving Day, a nice turkey shootout between the Oliver Ames Tigers and the Sharon Eagles. Let's see what the Oliver Ames Tigers can come back and answer with. That's a great drive from Sharon Eagles. Came back, really put the ball up in the air. We're only looking for really one player. Most of the time was Joseph Seaman, but Sherry was able to get the 2-point conversion, and just like that, like I said, Oliver Ames and the Sharon Eagles are in a little slugfest on Turkey Day. And here comes the boot. Received on the fly. Nice move by number 2. Ryan Loring takes it up, gets through a couple tacklers, and just like that, he's over to the 46-yard line with a big return for Ryan Loring.
First down for your Tigers.
Great starting field position for the Oliver Ames Tigers. Fernald back in the shotgun formation. Melton Loring up top along with Garrett Walker down below. Fake to Dale, throws it over the middle, gets it over Loring again. He gets some space, makes a cut, takes it down for a first down for Oliver Ames. Nice short pass from Ryan Loring from Luke Fernald.
13-yard down play. That's good for a Tiger. First down.
It looks like Oliver Ames is going with a hurry-up offense. Fernald lines up. Hands off to Loring again. Big hole up the middle. Nice tackle by number 11 for the Sharon Eagles. That's going to be Bennett Levatori.
9-yard get in the play. Second down and 1.
Back in that hurry-up offense with Giovanello and Garrett on the outside. We have a Sharon Eagles player down. Number 88, looks like he might have got twisted up, Ryan McDonough. Oliver Ames trying to run that hurry-up offense. Like I said, they have the big receivers they're trying to get the ball to. That's critical for them. Dale is the possession receiver in the middle, but on the outside you have Melton. But Garrett, Giovanello, good hands on the outside, along with Garrett. And Oliver Ames wants to keep this as a fast-paced game. They want to get the ball into the big receiver's hands, try to get Loring in space. And so far, Fernald has done a great job in distributing the ball for this offense. Lined up in the shotgun formation with Ryan Loring in the backfield with him. Fernald takes, fake handoff, rolls out, trying to get up to Melton. Melton's one-on-one, ball's up in the air. It's tipped by number 1, Joseph Seaman.
That's ball complete. That's for Jacob Melton.
And that's going to bring a third down.
That's broken up by Joseph Seaman. That'll bring up third down.
You got Giovanello and Garrett down below, Melton up top. You have Loring in the backfield. Feed to Loring, gives it to him, makes one person miss, but tackled by a host of Sharon Eagles. Is going to be first down for the Oliver Ames Tigers.
First down.
Nice run by Ryan Loring for the first down. Deshaun Walker checks in for Aiden Dale. And Fernald's by himself in the backfield in the shotgun formation. We get a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be defensive offsides, 5-yard penalty. Fernald back in the shotgun formation. Walker down below, Giovanello. Up top, you have Loring, Garrett, and Melton. Fernald drops, looks over to Garrett, getting some pressure on the backhand side. Try to get to Giovanello, couldn't get it, a little short. And it's going to bring a second down.
Second down and 5 for your Tigers.
second down and 5, Oliver Ames has a couple options. They can obviously bring Dale in on the running side, but looks like they're going to spread them out again. Same formation with Dale, Garrett, Walker, Melton, and Giovanello. Feeds it off to Loring again. Slot receiver gets it for a 3-yard gain, it looks like. It's going to bring third down and short.
Short gain on the play. That'll bring up third down.
Dale coming in for the backfield along with Ryan Loring. Actually, Dale's going to move up to that tight end spot. You have Loring in the backfield, Melton up top. He's the feed to Loring. Loring makes nice cut, trying to take on the left-hand side. Makes one person miss and able to get the first down. And we're going to have first and goal for Oliver Ames. Nice run by Loring. Nice block by Logan Frazzoni on the left-hand side, able to free up Loring on that. Let's see what Coach Peraza draws up for the first and goal. Fernald under center again. Melton out top. Walker in the backfield this time, along with number 19, Garrett, and Giovanello on the left-hand side. Drop, feeds, fakes, trying to find Melton by himself. Fernald looks like he might try to run himself. He's got some space, takes it up, gets it down to the 5, in for a touchdown. Luke Fernald for a touchdown. Nice rollout from Luke Fernald. Tried to look at Melton, who was one-on-one, saw some space, took it, and was able to take it in for an Oliver Ames touchdown. Eduardo Fernandez lining up for the extra point. It's up, and it's good.
The point is good. The score, your Tigers 14, Sharon 8.
And Oliver Ames come back and answers a scoring drive from the Sharon Eagles. A couple short passes from Loring. Nice run. Actually, the kickoff started the whole drive. Loring took it up to around the 45-yard line. It's just a slow, methodical drive for Oliver Ames, with a capping it off with Fernald rolling out for a touchdown for Oliver Ames. It's just different when you have some time in that backfield. You know, Luke Fernald's just a different quarterback when he is not getting pressure from all sides against the big Hockomock teams. You can see that today. He's able to drop back, look around, try to find the open receiver. If not, have some space and able to take it. Seaman back to receive for Sharon Eagles. Here's the boot, short kick. Picked up by number 3, Cardoza. And you have a tackle by number 19, Brady Garrett.
Xavier Cardozo on the return. It'll be Eagle ball on their own 30-yard line.
Eagles starting from the 30-yard line. I think we know what we're going to see here. Shufane coming back in the shotgun formation. Seaman down below along with Herman Cherry by himself. You have Ford and Cardoza up top for Sharon. Here comes Seaman in motion. Takes a streak across the middle. Looks like we might have had some movement up front from the Sharon Eagles. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So one thing you don't want to have happen is to get the false starts. Knocking back, make it a first and long. Shufane under center again, obviously looking at Seaman. You have Cardozo on the outside. Salkin, who's been injured, doesn't look like he's going to come back in the game. So it looks like Cardozo's back in the backfield with him, along with Ian Ford. Ford's in the backfield. Shufane up top in the shotgun, putting Seaman in motion. Fake pitch, gives back over to Ford. Ford makes a cut, makes a good tackle right there. Oliver Ames, they sniffed that out early. That was number 44, Aiden Ayup on the tackle.
He's stuffed by Aiden Ayup.
Ayup just has a nose for the ball. Him and Dale usually around the ball anytime the ball's dropped, picked up, thrown. You know, you look for number 4 and also look for number 44, and they are always around that ball. 2 strong linebackers, 2 young linebackers. They'll be back next year for Coach Speraza. Shufane in the shotgun, Ford in backfield with them. Drops, rolls out to his left-hand side, going against Grain. See if he can find anyone. Lobs it up in the air. Try to get it to number 6. He had him in the middle of the field, Ian Ford, but just a little too high. And that's going to bring 3rd long. This is where the Tigers want the Eagles. 3rd and long. Coming off the field for the Tigers is Braden Denny. Coming in is number 24, Zane Prescott, in that cornerback position. Shufane with Ford in the backfield, shotgun formation. Ayup comes up, right up the middle, trying to chase him down. Ball's up in the air. You have a couple defenders, see if they can get it. It's picked off. That's a great play by number 12, Roman Hombrick, with the interception for the Oliver Ames Tigers. Roman, another young player for the Oliver Ames Tigers. He's come in, young throughout the programs, worked his way up. Starting safety for Oliver Ames. This is his senior year. Strong tackler, but really made a nice play on that ball. And he's one of the backbones of the Oliver Ames Tigers defense. As I said, someone just kind of worked his way into that starting lineup and really earned his spot. So it's great to see him with that interception. Fernald back in the shotgun formation. Fake to Loring, trying to find Giovanello. Picks it over the middle, ball's up in the air, and it's going to be dropped by the Sharon Eagles. Had Garrett over the middle, good defensive play for the Eagles. Ball was tipped up in the air, and the 2 Eagles collided with each other. Dodged a bullet right there.
That's broken by Eli Ravick. 2nd down.
Fernald had a couple options. Decided to go with Garrett in the middle of the field. Ball's a little behind him, but still good defensive play from the Sharon Eagles. Fernald's back in the shotgun, drops. A little pressure up the middle, trying to find number 2. Tried him on the backside, couldn't get it to him. Tried to get Loring on that.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
Fernald was just under a little pressure, couldn't get the timing that he wanted on that, and Loring just kind of drifted away from him. Brings up a 3rd and long for the Oliver Ames Tigers. Walker coming in, Dale coming out. I haven't seen the ball too much into Jacob Melton's hands. See if they can find him one-on-one. He's got a tough matchup with Joseph Seaman on him. Fernell drops over the middle, finds Loring. Loring's able to take it down. Nice gain. And that's going to be an Oliver Ames 1st down.
That's good for a Tiger. 1st down.
That play seems to be working for Oliver Ames, trying to find Loring in the slot position. And Oliver Ames going back to the hurry-up offense. Fernald back in the shotgun formation. Sits, drops, finds Loring again. Nice spin move, able to take it up, and he's going to be close to Oliver Ames' 1st down.
Pass is complete to Ryan Loring.
And Fernald is looking at Loring as much as possible. Loring is doing his best impersonation of Wes Welker.
Timeout.
That's going to bring to the second quarter. Like I said, Oliver Ames up 14-8.
EastonFitness.com and get started.
Doing a great job offensively. Defensively, got burnt on 2 big plays, but other than that, they've kind of clamped down on the Sharon Eagles. Coach Peraza has really been keying in on Loring in the slot formation. Let's see if they can keep getting the ball to him. It seems like the Eagles are having a hard time kind of getting that middle of the field closed up. Eventually, they're going to have to make the decision if they're going to try to keep their eye on Loring, and that might free up Melton and Garrett on the outside. But right now, the Eagles have done a great job. The Tigers have done a great job in trying to find the weakness in that Sharon defense. Fernald Sr. coming back in the shotgun formation. Loring on the backside in the backfield with him, Sets, drops, hands off to Loring, makes a nice cut. Couldn't do anything with it, taken down by the Sharon defenders.
2-yard loss in the play.
2-yard loss for Loring.
That'll bring up third down.
Brings down a 3rd and 4. Fernald lined up, shotgun formation. Sits, drops, looks, gets it over to Loring again. Loring stumbles and falls, but he might have the first down.
That's complete to Ryan Loring.
And he does.
It's good for you, Tiger. First down.
Well, Sharon Eagles have to decide what they're going to do because Loring is just picking them apart in the middle of the field. Once they make that decision and try to clamp down on Loring, I would expect Garrett or Melton to get the ball on the outside. In the backfield with Dale right now with Fernald. Fernald one-on-one, looking up top, looking for Garrett just a little too much. Had him. That was going to Walker, just a little too much.
Walker. Second and 10 for your Tigers.
That was a good timing play. Just ball drifted on Fernald, but he was right there. Good space. Lined up, hand off to Dale. Dale makes a cut, takes it up. Probably like a 3-yard gain. It's going to bring down 3rd and long for the Oliver Ames Tigers.
Short down the play. That'll bring up third down.
So Loring not in the game. Now you're going to have Garrett taking up, Deshaun Walker taking that slot position along with Garrett and Melton. Dale on the outside of Giovanello. Drop, looks over to Giovanello, takes it. Gain tackle, and that's going to bring 4th and long.
Complete to Jack Giovanello. 2-yard gain on the play. That'll bring up 4th down.
Oliver Ames going for it, 4th down. Loring coming back in that slot position. Walker in the backfield with Fernald. Speraza calling the play. Looks like he's going to call a timeout. This is a big 4th down for Oliver Ames, so he's going to rethink this and see what he can do. Well, let's see what Coach Speraza can draw up. The go-to play has been Loring in that slot position, 3-4 yards out and getting the ball to him. Let's see if the Eagles kind of change up the defense, see if they can key him. That might free up either Walker or Garrett. But it'll be interesting to see how Coach Speraza calls this up. They did have a big play in the first series where Fernald rolled out and be able to get 5-6 yards, so that could be an option also. Fernald has great speed for Oliver Ames. Tigers going to spread out the Eagles. Should create some space. He drops, has some time. Goes up over the middle looking for Garrett, and it's tipped away from the Sharon Eagles, and it's going to be Sharon Eagles football.
That's broken up by Herman Cherry.
Cherry made a great defensive play in knocking the ball one more step, and he had Garrett over the middle. That would have been a touchdown, but just a little too much, and a great defensive play by Cherry on that one. Well, this isn't the old Oliver Ames Tigers of run, run, run. The ball is going up in the air. They have some weapons on the outside, and they're going to try to get the ball to those weapons. Shufane back in the shotgun formation. In the backfield, you can have Ian Ford. And obviously what they're going to try to look for is Joseph Seaman, the 5'9", junior. Ball gets off to number 3. Cardoza and tacked by number 4, 44, Aiden Dale, and number 4, Aiden Ayup.
Stuff at the line by Aiden Dale.
As you said, you look for the ball. There's a tackle. There's 2 people, number 44 and 4. They're around the ball all day long. Both players are fast, good speed, good range. Really work well together in that backfield. Coach Barraz is going to have something to build off of next year. It's great to see 2 young players, particularly in that linebacker position, that can lead you next year. Shufane with Ford in the backfield. He drops. Dale trying to come up the middle. Here comes Shufane running out. Looks like we have a holding play on the backside. It looks like it's going to come back. And we do. We have a hold on the Sharon Eagles. That's going to knock them back 10 yards. It's going to be a personal foul, excuse me. It's going to be 2nd and long now.
Second down and long for the Eagles.
Dale almost Ayup almost timed that blitz perfectly right up the middle. Really caused havoc on that play. He was coming up right up behind the nose guard, put pressure, and that caused that penalty. Ayup and Dale on the outside, along with number 5, Evan Zamilo. 3 strong linebackers. Shufane by himself in the backfield. He drops, looks over the middle, gets some pressure on the backside, see if he can get rid of it. He's going to run, take it for a couple yards.
Shufane on the carry. Flag on the play.
We have another flag on the play. And the Eagles are not going the right way in this drive. We got a holding penalty. Going to knock him back another 10 yards, and it's 2nd and a mile for the Sharon Eagles. Not the position they want to be in. This is where you need to be careful with the young linebacking crew of the Oliver Ames Tigers, Dale, Zamilo, and Ayup. They like to send the house on something like this. There's not much wiggle room for the Sharon Eagles. Shufane in the backfield with Ford. Sets, drops, handoff, bobbled by Sheehan. He takes it up the middle, able to get a couple yards. Breaks away, and he's off to the racetrack. Here's a test of speed. Sheehan's going. He's got it down the 40, 30. Makes a stuck, cuts back down to the 20, 10. Tackle at the 10-yard line. Big run by Joseph Seaman, and just like that, the equalizer changes everything for the Sharon Eagles. They were down 2nd and long, and with their backs against the wall, and Seaman just flipped the field for the for the Sharon Eagles, and just like that, it's 1st and goal. Tigers had him wrapped up, just couldn't bring him down, and Seaman just took off. Good speed, made a nice cutback, and like you said, 1st and goal for the Sharon Eagles. Shufane with Ford in the backfield. And looks like Sharon Eagles going to call a timeout. Seaman went to the sidelines. I'm sure they're going to give him a chance to see if they can get him back on the field because he is the offense for the Sharon Eagles right now. Coach Speraza can't be happy with that tackling. They had Seaman wrapped up on around the 15-yard line, and he was just able to break it off and take it for that long gain. And they were playing conservative that time, Sharon Eagles. They were looking to hopefully just get it out there with a short punt. Did not expect Seaman to break it for that 80-yard run. And Coach Ben Schufane, whose son obviously is the quarterback, calls that timeout, gets his playmaker Seaman back in the game. And it's going to be first and goal for the Sharon Eagles. Schufane lined up, forward in the backfield, Seaman up by himself on the upper right-hand side, and you have Cherry as the tight end position. And down below you have number 16, Wyatt Young. He's rolling out, trying to find Cherry. Ball's up in the air, and it's no good.
Fastball's incomplete. Broken up by Ryan Loring.
Schufane rolls out to the right-hand side, was looking for Herman Cherry. Just the ball sailed a little bit, couldn't get it to him. And that's going to bring up second and goal for the Sharon Eagles. Schufane lined up, moves forward out, brings number 88 in the backfield for the Sharon Eagles, Ryan McDonough. Drops pressure from Oliver Ames, lobs it up in the air, trying to find Cherry, gets it to him. That's going to be a touchdown. Herman Cherry from Brady Schufane. Great call by the Eagles, and there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the laundry is before we start celebrating. It's touchdown. It's going to be a sideline infraction, it looks like, for the Oliver Ames Tigers. So it is 14-14. Thanksgiving Day shootout at Muscato Stadium. Looks like the Eagles will be lining up for a 2-point conversion. Schufane back under. It's in the shotgun with McDonough in the backfield. Ford in the slot. Seaman on the right-hand side and Cardoza on the left-hand side. Tries to give it to McDonough up the middle, and they're tackled by number 24 for Oliver Ames, Zane Prescott. And it's 14-14 at Muscato Stadium on this beautiful Thanksgiving Day game. Couldn't ask for better weather here at Muscato Stadium. Not too cold, nice little breeze. Great football weather for the Oliver Ames Tigers to end the season. And we got a shootout against the Sharon Eagles. The Eagles come in offensively. They've been struggling for the season, but it looks like they might have found something by getting the ball to Seaman, and along with Schufane, has done a great job managing that offense. Oliver Ames' bright spots have been Ryan Loring in the slot position, along with his running, along with Luke Fernald. Haven't seen the playmaker for Oliver Ames, Jacob Melton, get the ball too often. We'll see if they can try to feed him against the Sharon Eagles, but he's got a tough matchup with Seaman on him. Loring and Garrett in the backfield. Walker. Loring takes it, makes a cut, gets it up to around the 40-yard line, and the Eagles will be taking over. The Tigers will be taking over on their 40-yard line.
Tigers take over at their own 41-yard line.
You got Fernald, shotgun formation again. Loring lined up behind him. You have Melton down below, one-on-one. Bunched up top with Giovanello and Walker. They send Melton, give it to him, makes the run, takes it up, Makes a nice cut up to the fence. He's got good speed, got on the ball. This is what we've been talking about. Able to cut, takes it down to their 32-yard line. Great play from Jacob Melton.
So that's good for a Tiger. First down.
Well, that will go down as a pass for the Oliver Ames, so Ferdinand gets a nice, but we have some penalty, and it's going to be holding against the Oliver Ames Tigers. Didn't see where the hole was. Melton made a nice cut up top. Looks like one of the Eagles might have got pulled, but they called it, and just like that, it's going to bring down a first and long for the Oliver Ames Tigers. Fernald back in the shotgun. Fake to Dale, gets it back to Melton again. Melton makes the cut, makes it up, almost up for the first down, gets around 10 yards. It's going to break down a 2nd and 2 or 3.
2nd and 2 for the Tigers.
And Tigers trying to get back in that hurry up offense. Fernald under center, hands it off, fake to Dale, gets back to Melton again. Melton gets sandwiched by Sheehan, and that's it. Seaman. That's going to bring 3rd down and 3 for the Oliver Ames Tigers. Fernald tried to go back to the well again, get the ball to Melton, but Seaman got around Garrett, made a nice tackle. It's going to bring 3rd down and short for the Oliver Ames Tigers. In the backfield, you're going to have Ryan Loring. And we have a timeout.
Timeout.
Well, we said they weren't getting the ball to Jacob Melton previous to this drive, and they just went to him 3 times in a row, with the exception of the penalties, made some nice gains. It's a big first down if they can get it for all the Rams to keep the momentum. We're at the 6-minute mark. And all the Rams would like to keep the ball maybe for another couple minutes and see if they have a nice scoring drive here. Oliver Ames up front offensive line has done a great job. You got Nathan Hansen, Franzoni, Buzzle have done a great job, along with Kyle Melendi in the center position. So Oliver Ames done a great job in terms of keeping everything in front of them and pushing the Sharon Eagles around a little bit here on defense. Fernald shotgun, Loring behind him. Let's see what they can drum up. Speraza calls it from the sidelines to give it to Loring up the middle. Takes it for the first down for Oliver Ames, right up the gut behind number 7, Kyle Melendi. And that's going to keep the clock rolling.
That's good for a Tiger. First down.
Fernald in the shotgun with Dale next to him. He drops. He's looking up top to number 2, trying to find it. Makes a nice catch. Adjusts the ball. Ryan Loring again.
The pass complete to Ryan Loring. That's good for another Tiger. First down.
Loring came down pretty hard on his back. See if he's okay. He might have hit his head on the turf. Made a great catch adjusting to the ball on the back shoulder, but when he came down, it looks like he might have hit his head on the turf. So see if he's okay. Might have to come off to have the coach take a look at him, or the trainer. He's really been the difference maker for the Oliver Ames Tigers today. Anything around him he's been able to catch. He's coming off. It looks like they'll just give a check on him. And that's going to bring up first down. This is where Jacob Melton should step up. You have Dale in the backfield, Garrett, Walker, and Giovanello. Fernald drops, throws it up. Just a little too much. Was looking for Jack Giovanello, but couldn't find him.
Jack Giovanello. 2nd down and 10 for your Tigers.
Brings down 2nd and 10. Coach Speraza calling in. Dale back in the backfield with Fernald. Melton, Walker, Garrett, and Giovanello with the receiving corps. Fernald drops, hands off to Dell. Dell makes a cut, gets it up the middle, able to pull down Probably going to 4 or 5 yard gain. It's going to bring down 3rd down and 4.
5 yard gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Looks like we have another timeout. Oliver Ames Tigers. Coach Barraza wants to make sure he has the right play here. It's a 3rd down and 4 or 5. Loring still being checked on the sidelines. As I said, he came down pretty hard and banged the back of his head on the turf, so I think they're just taking the time to make sure he's not having any concussion or has any issues. Fernald's done a great job distributing the ball, particularly in that slot position. We'll see if they can find Walker's taking over the slot position for Loring, and Giovanella's on the outside. Dale's going to stay in the backfield. Low hike. Fernald's able to pick it up, flies it over the middle, just a little too much behind. Looks like Garrett. He had him across the middle, but the ball is hiked, hit the ground. Fernald had to pick it up fast and just kind of throw it. Just got it behind him, just a drop. I think if that was a good hike, he might have been able to get it to him right on stride, but unfortunately hit the ground before it got to him. So that's going to bring 4th down. Fernald back under shotgun with Dale with him in the backfield. Lines up, good hike, looks over the middle, has Garrett again, gets it to him. And that looks like it's good enough for a 1st down.
That catch is good for a Tiger. 1st down.
It's a 1st down. We're at the 450 mark. And that opens the playbook for Coach Barraza down here. We have 1st and goal. Fernald in the backfield along with Walker. And it looks like we have a penalty on the Oliver Ames motion. A false start. It's going to knock him back 5 yards. Ryan Loring coming back in the game for the Oliver Ames Tigers, so looks like everything's okay with him. Coming out for the Tigers is Deshaun Walker. Dale in the backfield, shotgun. Fernald drops back under a little pressure, rolls out to his right-hand side, tries to get it up to Garrett. Ball bounces, couldn't get it to him. Good pressure by the Sharon Eagles up the middle.
2nd down and goal.
That brings down 2nd and goal. Fernald gets the play from Sparazza. Loring in that slot position, see if they can find him over the middle. He's been deadly in that position all game. Put Dale on the outside, so this spread out the Sharon Eagles defense. Fernald drops, fires it over to Giovanello. Gio makes a cut, gets back into the 5-50. Touchdown!
Easton for a Tiger. Touchdown!
Jack Giovanello, stutter step, gets through the defenders, and just like that, that's a big touchdown for the junior wide receiver for Oliver Ames. Coach Sparazza spread out the Sharon defense, got Giovanello 1-on-1 on the outside, and was able to tape it in for a touchdown. Fernandez lined up for the extra point. It's up, and it's good.
The kick is good. The score, your Tigers 21, Sharon 14.
And it's 21-14, Oliver Ames Tigers against the Sharon Eagles. Well, got the ball to a couple different players this time. Melton was critical in that drive with a couple short plays. Loring came back in. Speraza spread out the offense. Looks like the Eagles were keying on Loring in the middle of the field. Got Giovanello on the outside by himself, made 2 cuts, and was able to take it in for a touchdown. Jack Giovanello, a junior. Great athlete. Plays on the OA baseball team, catcher, and starting wide receiver for Oliver Ames. Good to see that. And once again, he'll be back next year for Coach Speraza. Sheehan back by himself. I assume Oliver Ames is going to try to keep it away from him. They do. It's taken by number 18, Shaka Shah.
Shaq Saha, return. Flag on the play.
And we get a flag on the play. Looks like they might be waving off the flag. The Eagles will be starting from around the 32-yard line. Brady Shufane, coach's son, under center, has had 2 touchdown passes.
The Eagle ball on the run, 37-yard line.
And the playmaker for Sharon Eagles, Joseph Seaman, has been a really electric for the Sharon Eagles in the first half. Oliver Ames need to keep an eye on him on the outside. Good speed, good hands, and Shufane's done a great job at trying to get him the ball. Along with Herman Cherry, he's in the backfield with Ford. Dale coming up the middle, makes a play. Big tackle once again by number 44, Aiden Ayup. He timed that blitz perfectly, right up the middle. He almost had one in the previous series, but he was able to get one that one. He timed that perfectly. That's going to bring a 2nd and long for the Sharon Eagles. Shofane by himself in the backfield. Sets, drops, has some time, surveying the field, trying to get over to Sheehan. Good tackle by number 11, Deshaun Walker. Walker came flying from that safety position and laid out Seaman on the ground. That's going to bring 3rd and long for the Sharon Eagles. Shufane had some time to look around for the field, is able to get the ball to Seaman for a short gain. That's going to bring 3rd and long. Shufane's in the backfield along with Ford. Ayub trying to come up the middle again. Shufane rolls under pressure, gets it back over to Cardoza. Cardoza is able to take it up for the Sharon Eagles 1st down. Great call by the Eagles. Rolled out to his left-hand side, threw it back to the right, and got Cardoza one-on-one for a 1st down. And just like that, they were able to keep the momentum going against the Oliver Ames Tigers defense. Nice play by Shufane, rolling out to his left-hand side. Had some pressure, was able to get it back over to Cardoza. And just like that, they're marching again. Shufane's in the backfield along with Ford in the shotgun formation. Low snaps, able to pick it up. Good play. Tried to get over to number 16. He's able to. Cherry's able to take it up. That is Wyatt Young. Wyatt Young with the reception from Shufane. It's going to be a gain of around 7 yards.
7 yards into the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
Shufane has done a great job distributing the ball. Athletic, rolls out, had a couple nice plays, and he's back under center again. And once again, he's a young player, junior, will be back next season. He's got a great future for the Sharon Eagles. He drops in the shotgun over the middle, has a ton of time, throws it back up, Gets it over to number 14, Herman Cherry. That's going to be another first down for the Sharon Eagles.
That's good for Eagle. First down.
Well, just like Furno, when they have some time, Chauffain's able to look around the field and find the right players, and he's had it for the past couple series. And both quarterbacks are kind of picking apart these defenses. Ford in the backfield with Chauffain back in the shotgun. Blitz coming up, rolls out to his left-hand side, has him one-on-one, we got a pass interference. They do, they called it. Looking for Wyatt Young. Ball was underthrown, caught Walker in a bad position, and they got the defensive pass interference. Going to be first down for the Sharon Eagles.
First and goal for the Eagles.
Just unfortunate position that Walker got him caught himself in. It's just an underthrown ball. Coach Faraz is probably saying that it was uncatchable at this point. But it's going to go down for a first down. The Eagles taking it on the, looks like the 15-yard line. Oh, they're moving it up. I apologize. Looks like it's going to go down to the 9-yard line. And Chauffain lining up in the shotgun formation. Ford in the backfield with him. Cherry Young, and you have Seaman in motion. Here it is. Fake it to Seaman, trying to get Cherry by himself back in the middle of the field. Ball goes right through the hands of Xavier Cardoza, and it looks like the ref might have went down in that play also. There was a collision. We're going to have a timeout. Looks like the ref might have got hit by a defensive player. That was a good throw once again by Chauffain over the middle to Cardoza. Just a little too much juice on the ball and went through Cardoza's hands. It looks like the ref just got hit from behind. Hopefully he'll be okay. You'll hate to see that. Looks like they're going to be checking on the ref right now. I think he just got blindsided to be up front. You know, he was turning, looking at the play, and it looks like a defensive play just might have came from behind and hit him. But he's standing up. Hopefully he'll be okay. I think it was, like I said, it was more of just surprise of being hit from behind versus seeing it coming. But it looks like he's shaking off. He's a good-sized fella. And he's up and at him and back, ready to go. Yep, that's football. All right, the Eagles are coming back out, lined up. Second down at the 9-yard line. Chauffain under center in the shotgun with Ford in the backfield. Coach has been pretty creative offensively here for the Eagles. Let's see what he can do. Short drop, gets it over the middle to Seaman and gets it to him one-on-one. Great angle, great throw by Chauffain, and just like that, the Eagles have answered the Oliver Ames Tigers' previous touchdown, and we have a Turkey Day shootout at Muscato Stadium. Seaman was one-on-one with Loring by himself, and he was able to get that inside route, and Shouflane put it where only he could catch it. And just like that, we have a 21-20 ball game. Sharon Eagles lined up for the two-point conversion. Shouflane under center, Ford in the backfield. Sets, drops, looks around, gets some pressure from Ayup, rolls out to his right-hand side, lops it up to number 14, Herman Sherry, and it's a two-point conversion again. And the Eagles have taken a one-point lead over the Oliver Ames Tigers. We got pure excitement here at Muscato Stadium. Both teams offensively have really done a great job in getting the ball into the playmakers' hands. Sharon Eagles have been looking for Joseph Seaman all game, and they found him. Oliver Ames have gotten the ball to Ryan Loring, who probably has maybe 6 to 7 catches. And when we have a big touchdown from Jack Giovanello, but this is one man versus three. Seaman against the Oliver Ames wide receiving core, and it's right now, it's dead even. Here's the boot, picked up by number 9, Brody Luke again. Luke makes one person miss, gets dragged out of bounds, and the Oliver Ames Tigers will be taking it out around the 38-yard line on their side of the ball.
There'll be Tiger ball in the room, 38-yard line.
We're around a minute left in the second quarter. 22-21. Luke Fernald in the shotgun formation. Loring, Dale, Giovanello, Walker, Garrett in the game. Ball's tipped by number 71, Jack Muldowney. They were looking for number 1, Jacob Melton. Couldn't get him the ball.
Second and 10 for your Tigers.
Walker coming in for Dale. Loring in the slot along with Walker in the slot. Fernell drops. Gets it over to try to get to Garrett, just a little behind him. It's going to bring down third long for Oliver Ames Tigers. Fernald into the shotgun formation. Drops, fakes, going up top to number 1, Melton. See if they can get it to him just a little too much, and that's just like that. It's fourth down. And the Sharon Eagles going to have a chance to make the last quarter drive.
Fourth down.
First punt of the game for both teams. And kicking for the Oliver Ames Tigers is sophomore Zane Prescott. It's up. Good punt. It's going to roll down to around the 22-yard line.
They're returning the punt.
We had 46 seconds left.
Eagles will take over inside their own 25-yard line.
The Sharon Eagles will be taking it from the 22-yard line. Let's see if Coach Shouflane is going to be conservative. We'll open up the playbook to try to get a score at the end of the half. You have to be very careful here also. You don't want to have a turnover. In the way the Eagles have been throwing the ball, it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do. If they're going to try to keep on the ground and be content with a 1-point lead at half, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. They're going to run out the clock. So Just like that, at the first half, Sharon Eagles 22, Oliver Ames 21. And both teams offensively have really done a great job in terms, I said, getting the ball to the playmakers. Siemens had 2 touchdowns along with Herman Cherry, and Oliver Ames has 2 touchdowns. Excuse me, 1 touchdown from Ryan Loring, 1 touchdown from Jack Giovanello, and we have a run-in from the quarterback, Jacob Melton. We're going to be back after the half, 22-21, the Sharon Eagles. Thank you.
Joseph Seaman on the referring. Flag on the play. Joseph Seaman on the carry. Stuff for a loss. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
It's probably fine to keep commentating
Okay.
because it's connected to his game, so it should still pick up.
Okay. We're back for the second half action. Oliver Ames Tigers against the Sharon Eagles.
That'll bring up
This is
3rd down.
3rd down for Sharon Eagles. Under center for the Sharon Eagles is Brady Shufane. The backfield is Ian Ford. Once again, the playmaker for the Eagles is Joseph Seaman, number 1 on the outside. And this is going to bring a 3rd and long for the Sharon Eagles. The offense of Sharon, as I said, has been led by Seaman, 2 touchdowns, along with Herman Cherry. Oliver Ames Tigers have been led by a touchdown run by Luke Fernald. Shotgun formation, fake to number 3, rolls out. Shoflane looks up in the middle of the field, trying to get to Sheehan again. He's right there. Seaman's got it. He catches it down to the 40, makes a move, cuts back, down to the 20-yard line. Great throw again by Brady Shufane, finds Joseph Seaman, and once again the playmaker makes a big play for the Sharon Eagles for a 1st down. And the previous scores, as I was saying earlier, is Ryan Loring scored a touchdown along with Jack Giovanello for the Oliver Ames Tigers. This is dangerous for Oliver Ames Tigers. The big playmaker Joseph Seaman has hit again, and Shuflane has found his number 1 receiver today against the Oliver Ames Tigers. Ford in the backfield, Shuflane in the shotgun formation. Sends Cardozo in motion, gives him the ball. Nice tackle again by number 44 for the Oliver Ames Tigers, Aiden Ayup.
Brought down by Aiden Ayup. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ayup has been a tackling machine for the Oliver Ames Tigers. Between him and Dale, they've really put the clamp on the run game for the Sharon Eagles. The Eagles have found success in the air and have found success with getting the ball to Joseph Seaman and Herman Cherry. Coming in for the Sharon Eagles is the big tight end, number 88, Ryan McDonough, who also lines up in the backfield from time to time, and he's going to line up there again today. Shufane in the shotgun, McDonough in the backfield. Sets, drops, getting pressure on the left-hand side, feeds it off, picked off by number 11, Deshaun Walker for the Oliver Ames Tigers.
Intercepted by number 11, Deshaun Walker.
Zamilo puts great pressure on Shufane to force that pass. And Oliver Ames come away with a big turnover to start the second half. Second half is being sponsored by DeLugery Sandwich Making on Kingsley Drive. If you haven't had one of his breakfast sandwiches, stop by and enjoy. They are the best in town. Big run up the middle by number 4, Aiden Dale. Takes it for a gain of around 4 yards.
4-yard gain on the play. Second down.
Oliver Ames really using that shotgun formation, gets it off to Loring again, tackled by a host of players, led by Herman Cherry for the for the Sharon Eagles. That's going to bring down 3rd and 3.
Short gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Fernald shotgun, Loring behind him. Sets, drops, hands it off to Loring. Loring makes one cut, couldn't get the first down. That's going to bring 4th down for the Oliver Ames Tigers.
No gain on the play. That'll bring up 4th down and short for your Tigers.
Fernald lined up, shotgun, Loring behind him. Eagles crowding the front line. Looks like Fernald might be calling an audible, looking at Melton. Got Garrett up top along with Jack Giovanello. It looks like Coach Peraza calls a timeout. This is a big 4th down for Oliver Ames.
Timeout, Oliver Ames.
In a seesaw match like this, you got to be careful. You don't give them a short field. The Sharon Eagles, if Oliver Ames does not get that first down, I'm sure that's something that Coach Barraz is thinking about right now. Winds picked up a little bit here at Muscato Stadium. Once again, beautiful day for football. Packed house at Muscato Stadium. With some of the alumni on the sidelines from previous year's teams. And we have Luke Fernald lined up in the shotgun formation again with Loring in the backfield. Looks like we have some motion. Might be more related to a clock issue, I think, at this point, so they're going to restart that down. Fernald shotgun, Loring behind him. Hands it off to Loring up the middle, makes a big hole, takes it up for a first down, tackle by Joseph Seaman, but just like that, the Oliver Ames Tigers get that first down. We got a couple extracurricular activity. We got penalties, flags flying across the place. And just like that, you don't see that Thanksgiving Day too often. A little melee between the Sharon Eagles and the Oliver Ames Tigers. Loring going back and forth. He's definitely going to get a penalty on that one. Let's see what happens. Little extracurricular activity. The refs will be sorting this out. Hopefully that won't affect the first down that Oliver Ames just had. host of flags being thrown at that point, so it'll be interesting to see how they sort this out. Both teams were kind of guilty of the pushing and shoving. It's who's going to get called last and if it's going to make a big deal at this point. Once again, we'd like to give a thanks to a couple people out there who have sponsored OA football. We got Rob Newton, the pickle maker. He's done a great job in terms of putting together some of the most famous pickles in Easton, Mass. If you're looking for a good, hot, spicy, juicy pickle, make sure you call Rob Newton. And it looks like the refs are still trying to sort out these penalties. It looks like they're having a hard time figuring this out. You got to think maybe Jay Pike might have snuck into that reffing crew because no one can make a decision on what's going on here. But let's see if they can figure this out. Hopefully this won't lead to any ejections. That's the last thing you want to see on Thanksgiving Day. So hopefully it's just going to be more related to penalties than anything else. But last thing you want to have someone, particularly a senior, on his last game, be thrown out of the stadium for a penalty at this point. And we just like to stand a correction. Earlier on, we said that the best sandwiches made on Kingsley Ave was done by Dan DeLuger. We take that back. Those are actually made by Chrissy DeLuger. You could tell by the love and the cheese and the egg. If you're looking for one of the best sandwiches around in Easton, Massachusetts on a breakfast run, on a morning run, you make sure you stop by Kingsley Ave at the DeLugeries. Tell them Jason sent you. And now they have both coaches in the middle. They're just trying to work this out. It's going to be a host of penalties. It's just going to be who is going to be responsible and what the distance is going to be at this point. Looks like we have offsetting penalties from both sides. And I thought there might have been a mention of an ejection, but I'm not 100% positive. I'll kind of wait to see how this settles out. But it looks like it's going to be offsetting penalties. The key is if Loring's going to be coming back in the game. He was in the center of the controversy, and if he's back on the field, that's the only person I would think might be ejected on the Oliver Ames Tiger side, but we'll see. And we got Dale lined up in the slot position, Fernald in the backfield, along with Walker. Throw to Walker. Nice run coming up on the left-hand side. He's got some space, makes a nice cut, gets down for a first down. It's going to be a first down, Oliver Ames Tigers.
Deshaun Walker on the carry. That's good for a Tiger. First down.
That was a nice pitch from Fernald to Walker. Makes the cut, able to get the first down and keep the momentum on the Oliver Ames Tigers side right now. Fernald lined up in the backfield, Walker behind him. On the outside, you're going to have Melton. Inside, you're going to have Dale and Giovanello. Fernald calling the play. Shotgun set, drops, hands off to Walker. Walker gets another nice hole, able to make a nice cut, gets back 5, 6, 7 yards. Ball's on the ground, fumble. Looks like they're going to say his knee was down first before he fumbled the ball. Going to be a pickup of around 4 or 5. It's going to be second down.
Second down and 5.
Fernald shotgun. Sets, drops, fires it off to Giovanello. Gino makes a cut, able to get a first down, stays on his feet, takes it down to the 40, drags a couple of defenders, and it's going to be an Oliver Ames first down.
First down.
Great footwork by Giovanello to pick up that first down, and Oliver Ames is making the way up onto the Eagles side of the field. Fernald in the shotgun with Dale next to him. Set, drops, fires over the middle. Back end catch by Giovanello. Oh, did not catch it. I apologize. It's thrown a little behind me. Tried a one-hand grab it. Couldn't get it. Dale coming out for the Oliver Ames Tigers. Ryan Loring coming in. Loring looks like he's going to take that slot position for the Tigers. On the outside, you're going to have Melton, and you're going to have Garrett up top. You're going to have Walker and Giovanello. Big receivers for Oliver Ames out there in the wing. Fernell drops, surveys the field, drops up to his left, lops it up, trying to find Giovanello. Couldn't get it to him. It's out of bounds.
That'll bring up third down.
Good idea by Coach Barraza, sending the big guns long and had Giovanello 101 over the middle, but just couldn't get him the ball. Good defensive play by the Sharon Eagles. Fernell getting the play from the sideline. Lined up in the same formation. Looks like they flip-flop Loring and Garrett. Loring will take that outside position. Garrett takes the slot. Fernell drops, looks on the right-hand side, tries to pick into the middle, gets it to Loring. That's going to be another first down for the Oliver Ames Tigers.
Inside Eagles territory. That's good for a Tiger. First down.
Great throw by Luke Fernald to get Loring cutting over the middle. He's been his go-to receiver. He's coming up on close to 10 catches for the evening for the Tigers. Fernell drops, gets it over to Walker. Walker makes a move, takes it up the middle, gets around an 8-yard gain, and just like that, the Tigers are marching down the field. Coach Barraza keeping up the hurry-up offense, trying to keep the Eagles on their heels. Fernald back, hands off to Loring. Loring makes a cut, gets it up the middle. Just a little short of the first down. It's going to bring 3rd and 1.
Short gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 1 for your Tigers.
Fernald lined up, shotgun formation, Loring behind him, looking for a short game, makes a cut, able to get through a couple defenders, and looks like he's able to get that first down for the Oliver Ames Tigers.
He's got enough. That's good for a Tiger.
This is a long, methodical drive for the Oliver Ames Tigers through the air and on the ground. Coach Barraza doing a great job mixing up the plays. Fernald in the backfield by himself in the shotgun. Looks like we have a timeout. Looks like it might be a timeout from the refs for an injured player. And this has been a little different drive for the Oliver Ames Tigers. Mixed it up on the ground and through the air. Walker had a nice run to bring them the first down to keep the drive alive on that 4th down play. And then Loring comes back in. A couple short plays. Giovanello made a key play for a first down. And Fernald's done a great job distributing the ball to a host of different Tiger players. Fernald lined up in the shotgun. Walker behind him. Melton by himself on the right-hand side. Garrett up top on the left along with Jack Giovanello. Hand off to Walker. Walker makes a cut, gets through a couple defenders, and looks like he's going to have a gain of around 5 to 6 yards. Second down and short.
Second down and 1 for your Tigers.
It's a 9-yard gain for Walker. I apologize. Fernald drops, gives it to Walker again, makes a nice cut, dragging a couple players, stays on his feet, and that's a touchdown for number 11, Deshaun Walker for the Oliver Ames Tigers. So unlike the previous drives where the the Tigers have controlled the air, they put it on the ground for this series, and like that, Oliver Ames has now taken a 27-22 lead. We have an injured player down for the Sharon Eagles. That was a great drive by the Oliver Ames Tigers. Luke Fernald with a couple key passes found a Walker on the ground along with Ryan Loring, and the Tigers have taken a lead over the Sharon Eagles in this back and forth action at Muscato Stadium. Fernell coming back, getting the play from Coach Peraza. It looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here. Typically, they've been using the extra point, but maybe Coach Peraza sees something he likes and is going to try to attack the Sharon defense. Sharon player still down on the field. Looks like he might have got twisted up. It looks like one of the Oliver Ames players might have fell on him from the backside. And once again, let's all give a thanks to Turkey Day coming up. Time to spend with your family and friends. Great tradition. Oliver Ames Tigers playing the Sharon Eagles. And if you have some time later on tonight, I think over at Shoveltown, Steve Walker will be performing back out of retirement. He's been a comic on the strip for probably 30 years. He's making his comeback. If you have some time over at 8 o'clock over at over at the Shoveltown, Steve Walker will be bringing back his comic debut. He's been working on a lot of stuff. So I've seen some of his stuff recently. He's done a great job in terms of his delivery, his knock-knock jokes, and it'll be exciting to hear him bring back his comedy special. Hopefully this will turn into a potential career launch that he's been looking for. And we're going to go back to the live action. And the Sharon Eagles players off the field. Oliver Ames looks like they're going to line up for the 2-point conversion in this slugfest on Thanksgiving Day. We have Fernald lined up in the backfield. Behind him is number 11, Deshaun Walker, who's done a great job on the ground. Fake pick to Melton, gives it to Dale. Great call by Coach Peraza. He must have saw something earlier because he's been waiting to use that play. And that's going to give Oliver Ames Tigers a 7-point lead, 29-22. That's a tough play to defend. Melton is electric when he gets the ball. Peraza used him as a decoy, had Dale cut across in an easy 2-point conversion for the Oliver Ames Tigers. And that's a great way to start the second half. Don't forget this series started with a turnover interception by Deshaun Walker, who also closed it up with a touchdown, so it's great to see that happen. Fernandez will be kicking off for the Oliver Ames Tigers. I don't think they're going to get the ball anywhere near Joseph Seaman, so this will probably be a short pooch kick. Fernandez lined up. Here's the kick, and they got off to Seaman. I take it back. Seaman, good speed, catches it back on the 25, makes a cutback, goes out to the outside. Here he goes. He's been causing problems all day for Oliver Ames, and he takes it up over the 50-yard line. Just like that, the Sharon Eagles are back in position. Kind of surprised that Coach Peraza kicked it off to Sheehan the way he's been playing all game, but live by the sword, die by the sword, took it up over the 50-yard line, they're going to be on the Tigers side of the field. Shufane back under center for the Tigers, taking it from the 48-yard line. Lined out, you can have Sharon on the outside. In the backfield, you have Ian Ford along with Seaman on the upper right-hand side. Cardoza in motion. Shufane gives a fake. Pressure from Oliver Ames. Shufane's running for his life, just going to look up, tosses it out. Was looking in the area, Ian Ford, but couldn't get it to him. Good pressure from the Tigers that time.
Great Denny on the pressure. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Pressure for the Oliver Ames Tigers. Mark Dukovic. And also Denny coming up and causing some pressure on the Sharon Eagles. Good pressure. Shufane back under center, Ford behind him. Trips on the lower left-hand side. Seaman up by himself. Shufane drops. Looks over the middle, trying to find Seaman. Gets him the ball. Ball's up in the air, tipped up, taken up by number 24, Zane Prescott. Is able to return it back over to the 45-yard line. Great play by Prescott. Seaman came down with it. Lost the ball and back-to-back turnovers for the Sharon Eagles. Picked off by Zane Prescott. And just like that, the Oliver Ames Tigers are back in action. Seaman came down, made a great catch over the middle of the field. Shufane was under pressure, but able to get him the ball. As he was coming down, the ball just got knocked up in the air. Prescott, right place, right time, and had the interception. And now we're back into action. Luke Fernald lined up under center in a shotgun formation. Loring in the backfield, hands it off to Loring, makes a cut. Able to get a small gain around 3-4 yards. It's a 4-yard game for Ryan Loring. Loring come back out of the game. Walker taking the position in the slot position. Junior also. Actually, he's moved to the backfield now. Handed off to Walker, makes a nice cut, makes another cut. Able to creep his way up for close to a first down. Nice move by Deshaun Walker again. And it looks like it's going to be 3rd and short.
For your Tigers.
Fernald lined up in the shotgun. Walker behind him. Pitch to Walker on the out-hand side. Makes a cut, able to get a first down. It's going to be Oliver Ames, first down.
It's good for a Tiger. First down.
Oliver Ames Tigers starting to oppose their will on the Sharon Eagles, running the ball. Forcing the Eagles to kind of respect their run game. This could open it up for the wide receivers. Walker makes a nice cut again. Able to get a 7-8 yard gain again. Oliver Ames up front. You got Jonathan David making a couple nice blocks.
Take them in short for your Tigers.
Along with Nathaniel Hansen up there. So Oliver Ames front line really starting to impose their will on the Sharon Eagles. Gives it to Walker again. Walker makes a cutback, trying to take it onto the far side. Able to turn the corner, gets up the middle, gets up the sideline, First down for the shot of Walker again.
First down.
Logan Franzoni with a nice block on that outside, able to free Walker as he took it up on the right-hand side. And once again, the Tigers are just pounding it down the Eagles' throat. They have not able to stop this run game at this point. And that's going to bring the end of the third quarter. The Oliver Ames Tigers 29. The Sharon Eagles 22.
Sharon, 22.
We're going to start the fourth quarter in a great Thanksgiving Day game between the Oliver Ames Tigers and the Sharon Eagles. Both teams in the first half back and forth, relatively close game. Eagles defense made a key stop at the end of the second quarter, and the Oliver Ames defensive came out in the second half and have key 2 turnovers from Zane Prescott and Deshaun Walker. Walker's led to a touchdown, and we'll see if Prescott's can turn into a touchdown here. It's going to be first down. Fernald in the shotgun, Loring next to him. Melton and fakes to Melton, gives it back over to Dale. They try to do the same play they did on that 2-point conversion, but the Eagles were there to gobble it up on Thanksgiving Day.
Dale on the carry. 2-yard loss in the play. Second down for your Tigers.
Dale coming out for Oliver Ames. Walker coming in. Walker going into that slot formation. Fernald by himself in the shotgun formation. Giovanello, Garrett, Loring. Trying to find Loring again in the middle of the field. Rolls out to the right. Fernald's got some time. He's going to take it himself. Gets it up to 9-yard gain. Nice play by Luke Fernald. Survey the field. Didn't see anything available. Took it himself for a 9-yard gain.
9-yard gain in the play. That'll bring up third down and short for your Tigers.
It's going to bring down third and short for the Oliver Ames Tigers. Dale, the big running back, coming in for Oliver Ames. Loring coming out. They put Walker in the backfield. Dale takes that tight end position. Gives it to Walker, makes one cut. Nice tackle by number 52 from the Sharon Eagles, Eli Ravitch. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
That'll bring up fourth down and short.
Fourth down and short. See what Coach Peraza can call up for this short and fourth down play. Walker in the backfield, Fernald in the shotgun formation. Melton up by himself. Feeds it to Melton. Melton takes it up on the left-hand side, looking to turn the corner. Gets around to the 5, 4, 3, 2. A touchdown! Jacob Melton with a big touchdown.
He's in for a Tiger. Touchdown!
And just like that, the Oliver Ames Tigers have opened up the second half with 2 scoring drives. Melton, good speed, able to take that corner, and just like that, the Oliver Ames Tigers have opened up a 33-22 lead. 35-22 lead, excuse me. Fernandez lining up for the 2-point conversion. Let me see with the extra point. And the extra point is up and good.
The score, your Tigers 36, Sharon 22.
And that's a nice drive for the Oliver Ames Tigers. I'd like to give a shout out to Wayne Casey, who couldn't make it today. Wayne is usually the voice of the Oliver Ames Tigers. He's out up north celebrating Thanksgiving with his family. And I'm sure he'd like to be here for this offensive explosion for the Oliver Ames Tigers. So I'd like to say hi to Wayne Casey. And we have Well, 10 minutes and 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Fernandez back to kick it away for the Tigers. Back to receive. Joseph Seaman.
Fernandez will be kicking it off for the Oliver Ames Tigers. I don't think they'll go to Seaman this time, but they went to him last time. Let's see what happens if Coach Speraz is willing to roll the dice again. It's up. It's at him. It's going to look like it's going to go out of bounds.
Flag and play.
See if the if the Sharon Eagles decide to re-kick it or take the penalty. Looks like they're going to have him re-kick it. Beautiful sunny day in Muscato Stadium. Not too cold, not too hot. Everyone gets to enjoy this great atmosphere for the Thanksgiving Day game between the Oliver Ames Tigers and the Sharon Eagles, a tradition like no other. And Fernandez will be making the kick again. And Seaman is expecting this to be a 60-yard boot, which I don't see coming too often. I would take a couple steps up, but let's see what happens. Here's the boot. Caught by number 21, taken up, and he's going to get it right over the 50-yard line.
Abel Vega on the return.
And Shufane will be starting from around the 49-yard line.
It'll be Eagle ball at the Tiger 49-yard line.
Well, the enemy is the clock at this point, so it'll be interesting to see if Sharon has something in their bag in terms of a hurry-up offense. I assume Shufane will probably take a look at number 1, Seaman, or try to get to Cardoza. Ian Ford in the backfield with Shufane right now. Seaman in motion, flicks it to him. Tried to turn the outside, cuts back, makes a nice tackle from the Oliver Ames. Looks like that might be Aiden Dale.
3-yard get in the play. Second down and 7.
That's a tackle by Braden Denny. Brings down a second down and 6. Shufane, shotgun, Ford in the backfield. He sets, he drops, he has some time, gets it over to Cherry. Cherry makes a step and looks like he's going to come up with a first down for the Sharon Eagles. Good play by Shufane. Offensive line gave him some time. He was able to pick apart the Oliver Ames defense, and just like that, it's a first down. Tigers don't mind to keep the ball in front of them in a slow, methodical drive so they can maintain this lead. Ford in the backfield, Shufane in the shotgun. Dale trying to time that blitz again. Ayuk tried to time it, gets it over to Cardoza, makes a player miss, makes a nice play again, gets it up to around the 30-yard line for close to another first down for the Sharon Eagles.
It'll be second down and short for the Eagles.
Cardoza comes up a little limpy, but seems to be okay. It's going to bring a second and short. Shufane lined up in the shotgun, Ford in the backfield. Up top by himself is Seaman. In motion is number 14, Herman Cherry. He sets. Ayuk trying to come up the middle. Big tackle, spinner out by Shufane. Gets away from number 5, gets it off. Able to make nothing out of something. Great pressure by Evans Amilo. Almost had a big sack. Shufane's able to break away and able to get it off for a catch for a short gain. It's going to bring third down and short.
Third down on the play. That'll bring up third down and short.
Zamilo came blitzing up on the right-hand side. You had Ayuk coming up on the left-hand side, and Chouflain was running for his life. I was amazed he was able to even get the ball out in the flat to the receiver. It brings down 3rd and short. Ford in the backfield. Chouflain in the shotgun. Sets drop, gives it to Ford. Ford busts it up the middle. Big hole.
Ian Ford on the carry. Flying upfield for Eagles. First down.
That tackle was by number 7, Dimitri Karamilis. And that's going to bring up a first down for the Sharon Eagles. They're on the 19-yard line. All the Rams defensively needs to keep that pressure on. They've had 3 turnovers. We had an interception by Roman Holmkirk, Deshaun Walker, and also Zane Prescott. Chouflain fakes pressure coming from Ayuk. He's trying to roll it out. Throws it out of bounds. Good pressure from Aiden Ayuk again, all over. Chouflain running for his life.
That'll bring up second down.
Ayuk has been all over this field. He's got the cadence from Sharon Eagles down pat in terms of timing his blitz. And each time he's really caused havoc on Chouflain of blowing up these plays. Chouflain lined up. Shotgun with Ford in the backfield. I assume they're going to probably try to find Seaman one-on-one at some point. He's got Loring on him. Chouflain drops back. Looks like almost a whole throw over the middle. There's no one home for the Sharon Eagles, and there's going to be a penalty on the flag. It looks like the number 13 was coming up, Mark Dukovic. He got yanked down by the Sharon Eagles defensive player. A little extracurricular activity from Durkovic, excuse me. Got to be careful you don't get a penalty there. Coach is not happy with him on that one. They were lucky not to get a penalty on a little unnecessary roughness after the play. You know, Mark Dukovic had a great play. You just don't want to kind of ruin that by having an unnecessary penalty. Well, that's going to bring the Eagles back a little further. And that's going to bring a 2nd and long for the Sharon Eagles.
He's taking it long for the Eagles.
Chouflain in that shotgun formation with Ford. Slot is Cherry. They switch it up. They put Seaman on the back on the left-hand side by himself. He's going to have Deshaun Walker one-on-one. Down below is going to be Wyatt Young. Chouflain drops, gets some pressure, tried to get it off to Seaman, couldn't get it to him. Good pressure once again by Evan Zamilo. And that's going to bring 3rd and long for the Sharon Eagles. Zamilo came up on the right-hand side again, put pressure on Chouflain to throw that ball a little early. Eagles come out, same formation. Chouflain in the shotgun, Ford in the backfield. Ayuk creeping up for that blitz again. Here comes pressure. Ayuk's chasing him down along with Durkovic. Nice tackle by Aiden Ayuk. Fumble on the play, and it's picked up by the Olive Ames Tigers. Again, another turnover.
Aiden Ayuk on tackle. Fumble on the play. Tiger ball.
That's a great play again by Aiden Ayuk. Timed the blitz perfectly, able to take Chouflain down, caused a fumble. It's going to be OA ball. Once again, a little extracurricular activity, no call on the play, and it's going to be OA ball. getting a little chippy this afternoon at the end of the game. 3 consecutive turnovers for the Sharon Eagles. And Oliver Ames offensively will be taking it out. Fernald in the backfield, hands it off to Loring. Got a penalty coming in. Tackled by number, it looks like 7, Rohan Shukla for the Sharon Eagles. Looks like we have a holding penalty. Knock him back 10 yards. Not what Coach Barraza wants to see with the lead. Fernald lined up in the shotgun. Dale in the backfield with him. Left-hand side, you got Jack Giovanello. In the middle, you have Loring as a slot, along with, looks like, Garrett and Jacob Melton. Fernald drops, hands it off to Dale. Hole up in the middle. Dale has a big hole. Here he goes. Down to 40, 45, 50, 55, 45, 40, 30. Tackled by a host of Sharon Eagles. Big run by Aiden Dale for a first down. Oliver Ames imposing their will on the ground against the Sharon Eagles in the second half. Really changed their game plan. First half, that ball was in the air constantly. This second half, you've seen the ground game with Ryan Loring, Deshaun Walker, and Dale really taking the ball to the Sharon Eagles. That was a big 52-yard run from Aiden Dale. Hole was opened up by a host of OA offensive linemen. And we're down to around 5-minute mark. And it's exciting here at Oliver Ames Stadium. Like to see Oliver Ames end the season on a high note, led by a lot of these juniors. Luke Fernald has been playing fantastic senior. Great to see his last game played this way. Kaya Melendi with a key block that opened that hole for Aiden Dale on that one. Giving it back to Dale. Ball's on the ground, picked up. It's a turnover for Oliver Ames. Just like that, number 14, Herman Cherry gets it, and Sharon Eagles are back in business.
Eagle ball.
That's unfortunate. After a big run like that, you have a turnover. Cherry's able to pick it up, and it gives the Eagles a little chance. 5 minutes left in the game, and just like that, quick drive. You don't know what's going to happen here. Oliver Ames up front, Jason Buzzell, along with number 5, Evan Zamilo. See if they can cause some pressure on Soufflane. He's back in that shotgun formation again with Ford in the backfield. Here comes Ayub, creeps up. Tries to feed it, gets it off. Nice catch on the sidelines. Tackle by number 2, Ryan Loring again. Cherry with the catch. That's going to be a first down for the Sharon Eagles, and they're back in the hurry-up offense. Soufflane drops. Looks like number 5 got tackled. They didn't call it. The ball's incomplete. Zamilo came up on the left-hand side, and the Sharon Eagles offensive lineman just literally grabbed him and threw him around, but there was no penalty called. That's going to bring second down and 10. Eagles lined up, shotgun formation. Soufflane in the shotgun with Ford next to him. Sets, drop. Here comes Ayup and Zamilo again. And he got hit. Looks like Zamilo got him from the left-hand side, and Chouflain is down. We got a flag. It looks like roughing the passer. Chouflain went down pretty hard. Dale and Zamilo all game have been all over the Sharon count, and they've timed it perfectly. They just went up high on Chouflain, and he went down. Looks like he hit the back of his head as he hit the ground. And there was a penalty from the coaching staff of the Sharon Eagles. They're not happy with what's going on either. And this game's getting a little frisky. At the end of the day, this game's getting a little frisky. Coach Sparaz is talking to his players saying, we don't need to do this. We got 5 minutes left in the game. Let's just finish this off. Don't want to leave a bad taste in the mouth. And I think that's what he's kind of saying to the players. Let's win with good sportsmanship. Chouflain looks like he's going to be out of the game. It looks like it's going to probably be offset penalties. There's going to be roughing the passer from number 5. There's also going to be unsportsmanlike on the coaching staff from Sharon. So it looks like they're going to offset. It'll be first down. Stepping in for Chouflain will be Ford in the backfield. He'll be taking this quarterback position. You got Seaman next to him. Ford takes himself up the middle, able to get a 5-yard gain.
Ian Ford on the carry.
Nice run by Ian Ford. Looks like Chouflain is back.
5-yard gain on the play. Second down for the Eagles.
And Chouflain's back on the center with Ford in the backfield. Lines up. Ayup trying to get the blitz again. Chouflain steps up, looking long, trying to get it to Cardoza. Turns him around. It's going to be incomplete pass.
That'll bring Xavier Cardozo. That'll bring up third down.
Great pressure again from Zamilo and Ayup coming up on both sides, forcing Chouflain to step up and to force a pass into double coverage. Brings down a 3rd and 6 for the Sharon Eagles. Chouflain under center in the shotgun with Ford next to him again. Steps, throws, trying to find, gets it over to number 11. Looks like number 16, Wyatt Young, but got knocked out in the last second by Jack Giovanello.
That'll bring up fourth down.
That's going to bring 4th down. This is a big play for the Sharon Eagles. Oliver Ames defense trying to clamp down. They've had 3 consecutive turnovers, and this is pretty much the game at this point. See what Coach Chouflain could draw up. They're going to be lined up in the typical shotgun formation with Ford. Let's see if they try to get the ball to the playmaker, Seaman. Loring's all over him right now. Dale looking to come pressure again up the middle as he's been doing all series. Here he comes, drops, gets it off to Cardoza. Cardoza makes one move, couldn't do anything else, and he's tackled for a loss. Great play on the tackle by Zane Prescott again, and Oliver Ames will take over in turnovers.
Turnover on downs will be Tiger ball.
Tigers take over at the 4-minute mark. And the Tigers come out with Fernald in the backfield. Loring behind him. Feeds it to Loring. Big hole on the left-hand side. Takes it himself. He's got a lot of space. And he falls down around the 28-yard line. Good run on the left-hand side. Fantastic block by Jonathan David. That was a big block on both sides from David and Melendi. Freed up Loring to take it by himself. He did not get touched for like 15 yards. Fernald shotgun formation. Loring behind him again. See if they go by the big fella, Melendi. Take it up on the left-hand side again. Melendi makes a hole. Loring gets tackled by a host of Sharon Eagles. The offensive line has looked great up front. Franzoni's played extremely well. Melendi, David have all done a great job in terms of opening holes for the Oliver Ames running attack.
Second and 6 for your Tigers.
Nathaniel Hansen's been another big player up front. Oliver Ames taking their time. No rush at this point. Brought in Evan Zamilo in the tight end formation. Looks like we have a timeout. Not to forget about Jaden Williams, senior offensive lineman who's been playing great for Oliver Ames. A lot of these guys don't get a lot of recognition, but the offensive line has created a lot of open holes for the Oliver Ames running attack. Oliver Ames with a 36-22 lead, just around 2 minutes left in this ball game. Crowd is still packed here. Like I said, beautiful day. Oliver Ames with a nice lead. Exciting game. A lot of balls up in the air, some passing touchdowns, some good runs from the Oliver Ames Tigers, and this is exciting football they have on Thanksgiving Day. Fernald lined up. Zamilo in the backfield. Sends Garrett in motion, hands it off. Ball's on the ground, picked up again. Another turnover. Looks like it's going to be Sharon Eagles' ball again. And just like that, they don't give up.
Recovered by Jamani Ayuso.
Zamilo came into the game, lost it, and picked up by the Sharon Eagles. And just like that, they have a little bit of life left. Looks like the stove was being started. The stuffing was being on the stove. Gravy was being stirred. But just like that, the Eagles came back and held us off. We're going to try to make one more run to end the half. Soufflane in the backfield. Shotgun formation with Ford. He sets, he drops. He's rolling out to his right-hand side. Picked off. Oh, dropped by number 10, Jack Giovanello.
Out of the way by Jack Giovanello.
In and out of his hands. He had his eye set on that end zone because there was no one in front of him if he picked that off. Great anticipation from Jack stepping in.
The fourth quarter.
And once again, it's the defensive line that's putting pressure on Sharon, forcing these tough throws. Soufflane's under a ton of pressures. Dale and Zamilo have been timing their count every single play and forcing these tough throws from Soufflane. And we haven't seen the ball even anywhere near in the second half going to Joseph Seaman. And that's because of the pressure that Oliver Ames up front has been causing for the Sharon Eagles. Soufflane in the shotgun. Here comes Dale up the middle, along with Zamilo. Feeds it off to Seaman. Makes a cut. Back up the middle. It's going to be a short gain for Joseph Seaman again.
Short gain on the play. That'll bring up third down.
That brings down third down. And there was a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be motion, and it's going to be penalty's going to be denied. So it's going to bring 3rd down and long. Schuflane lined up, shotgun again along with Ford. Seaman on the backside. Cherry in the slot. Ford takes it, makes a cut. Tackle by number 44, Aiden Ayup again.
The important carry brought down by who else but Aiden Ayup. That'll bring up 4th down.
4th down. Aiden Ayup has just been a tackling machine for the Olive Ream Tigers the second half. And this is going to bring a 4th down and long for the Sharon Eagles. Plays coming in from the sidelines. We're under 50 seconds at this point. We have a Sharon Eagles timeout.
Sharon.
Well, defensively, the Olive Rams have really stepped it up the second half. Zamilo has been a ton of pressure on the QB. Ayup has been all around the ball. You've had a couple good plays by Aiden Dale. Defensively, Deshaun Walker had a great interception along with Zane Prescott. Just overall a great defensive effort in the second half by the Olive Rams Tigers. Schuflane in the shotgun, Ford next to him. Sets Cardoza in motion, feeds it to him, makes one cut, trying to take it up on the right-hand side. Walker's there along with, guess what, Ayup. Nice play by Deshaun Walker, and the Olive Rams Tigers will be taking over to end the game. Once again, great defensive effort from the Olive Rams Tigers the second half. 3 turnovers on 3 interceptions. Physically, they just played a lot better in terms of grinding it out. Running attack led by Aiden Dale, Deshaun Walker, and Aiden Ayup really kind of made the difference in the second half. And looks like Lou Fernall will be lining up on the center to take the knee. He drops, and that is going to be the end of the ball game. The Olive Rams Tigers ends the season with a 36-22 win against the Sharon Eagles on Thanksgiving Day. Once again, thank you, and look forward to a great fall Olive Rams sports season. Have a great day.
ECAT's production of OA Sports are provided by Morse Insurance, Weinstein and Keach, we sell real estate, Michael Associates, Ltd., the Easton Lions Club. ECAT would like to thank all the sponsors for support of producing OA Sports.